What's up guys, I am back with another video, and today we are going to be looking at a theory about Season 4's new map in Rocket League. This is the second episode of Season 1. If you have not seen the last episode, I do recommend viewing that one first. You can go to that using the little tag in the top right of your screen right now. So just before we get into this video, I just want to say that this is all completely made up. It's not like any of us actually believe any of this, and please don't believe it yourselves. This is just some fun lore or theories or stories or whatever you want to call it, just to give our favorite game a little background story. Alright, let's get into it. So this new map, Deadeye Canyon, it's kind of mysterious. No crowd, and there's no there's no anything. It's just completely silent, and why now? Why this map? So many questions, and they'll all be answered right now. So if you have watched my last episode, you will know that I left off where this new league, Rocket League, was being created in the Egg Dimension with help of psionics. But before any of that, before Starp BC in Rocket League, before the first RLCS, even before like Kronovi or any of those guys, they needed to test this sport. So what do? Make a stadium out in the middle of nowhere that nobody will ever find. Deadeye Canyon is a desolate place far away from any civilization, and no human had ever come back from there alive. But the eggs were more powerful, or at least they had more powerful technology. Before long, Deadeye Canyon was transformed into a small little car soccer stadium. Now remember that this was before Start BC, before Rocket League, and before any organized car soccer had ever existed in the Egg Dimension. We can see one of these trial sessions in this trailer here. This trailer shows the very first test run at this stadium, or the very first game of car soccer ever. Right before your very eyes, you can see the first game that was ever played. But why have the Egg Overlords in Psionics decided to put this map into the competitive and casual playlist now? Well, to answer that, let's look at the new season. I like to think that this is sorta the Wild West age for the Egg people. Possibly all types of aliens, I guess, go through like a Wild West age or a medieval age or something like that. I don't know. Possibly the Egg Dimension is younger than us, and they're just going through that time now. So, because the Egg people are kind of going through this era, Psionics and the Egg Overlords may have decided to bring this map back as a sort of flashback sort of thing. Now, after they tested this map, they pretty much just abandoned it. But as seen in the trailer, the Rocket League ball holds a lot of power. So, due to this, before long, we already had started seeing legends emerge into the scene. Names like Kronovi came in. About a month into the game, Kronovi was already playing the memorable game that we all would recognize, his 1v1 against Gambit. Kronovi was obviously made out to be an absolute god and veteran that everybody would recognize. As expected, Kronovi with Lachinio and Overzero on Team iBuy Cosmic beat Flipside Tactics in the grand finals of the first RLCS. There are many other stories like this about esports, but I am going to leave those for other episodes. Now, I would like to ask you guys to leave a like down below, and while you are down there, please do consider subscribing to my channel. I'm going to be pumping out content like crazy, and if you sub, that would be absolutely amazing. So we are pretty much just going to skip through 2016. It's pretty much all that came in that year is the Roadhog XL. Okay, not really, but we will get into 2016 in a later episode. 2017. This was just before I started playing Rocket League regularly, so my only memory of this year is pretty much just a solar eclipse in the US and Thunder by Imagine Dragons. If you have watched me before, you have heard me go crazy over this map, Neo Tokyo. I've included this map in every other video, and even though I hate playing on it, I do love it for theories and stories. There are so many signs and advertisements, and they all lead to something. You just have to follow it. If you have seen my videos before, you most likely know where this is going. Buffy Sugo. Yup, the character that links to nearly every part of the game. I have tons of theories off of Buffy Sugo, and I mean, it's kinda hilarious that I have based so much off of a robot anime bunny. And I know all about all the memes and jokes circling around. Buffy Sugo was added in 2017, and she was really hardly noticed. Just another thing up on that map of Neo Tokyo, but little did we know that this robot bunny would have her own black market gold explosion. I don't want to go into a ton of detail since you guys have heard plenty about her from me, but I will give a quick overview. Buffy Sugo was created by Bob, from Bob's Ramen, and she helped him around the kitchen in his growing restaurant chain. After a little while, she went on to become a sort of mascot for Rocket League. Now I do recommend checking out some of my other videos on this subject, even though some of them are kind of stupid and hard to watch, they're kind of cool. I do have another theory that goes along with Floop's Rocket League movie. If you somehow have not seen that, I totally recommend checking it out, because Floop and his team need all the support they can to make the next one, and it is really awesome. But like I was saying, this theory promotes the idea that there are eggs in the cars. So what if we controlled the eggs, and some of the eggs in the stands are brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, grandparents even, of those in the cars. And when we get demoed, it is a sacrifice to the Moai gods. Better yet, what if later in life we become those eggs, and what if we are just controlling our future selves through the game? This is really getting quite complicated though, so I do prefer to stick with the theory we already have, as it helps explain the Moai a bit better. More on that in a future video. And Buffy Sugo and other characters in Rocket League are explained better with that theory. Now I would like to leave the rest in your hands. If you have any theories, ideas, or stories, or whatever you can use to explain Rocket League story, please comment it below. Don't be shy, even if you think your idea is completely stupid. They kind of all are really stupid, so don't worry about it, and we would love to see your theories. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below, and while you are down there, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's just 2 clicks of a button, and every single one helps me out a ton. I mean, really, please do consider subscribing. Anyways, I'm going to end the video there. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.